Hey guys, here we are with section 9.3 on circles. Okay, very similar to what we've done in geometry with circles. And then we're going to just crank it up one notch, okay? There's our vocab, if you want to pause and write that down. The big thing here is standard form of a circle, x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. Okay, with our center being h comma k, and our radius r, okay, gets squared there in the equation. So it's opposites, right? So if this was 3 comma 4, that's going to be x minus 3, y minus 4. Okay, big thing to remember there. Alright, so our first example. We're writing an equation with a center at -2, -6 with a radius of 4. So remember that's opposites. We'll go the long way here. X minus a -2 squared plus y minus -6 squared equals 4 squared. Okay, so you can see this is going to be x plus 2 squared, y plus 6 squared equals 16. Okay, once you hit pause, we'll try that one real quick. Okay, over here we should have x minus 1 squared, y plus 5 squared equals 3 squared, which is 9. Okay, same idea. This time they've already given you the picture. Alright, so they're telling you what the center is, -6, 2, -2, 4, 6, 2. Careful here, they're going by 2's on their axes. Okay, so what does our radius look like it is? Radius looks like it's going to be 4. Okay, so we're going to have x plus 6 squared, y minus 2 squared equals 4 squared, 16. Okay, your turn. Pause. Give this one a try. Alright, so we're at -2, -7. So x plus 2 squared, y plus 7 squared. Okay, now the tricky part here is how far is r? Okay, so it's at 7, which is kind of halfway there. That's tough to tell if you're going this way, side to side, but if you go vertical, it's a little easier to tell. Okay, because that's going to be 1 to get us back to here, and then 3, and then 5. So 5 squared is 25. Okay. Number 3, equation for a circle with the endpoints of a diameter given. Okay, so let's think about what this is going to be. We got -1, -7, and 0, 0. Okay, those are the endpoints of a diameter of a circle. Remember, a diameter cuts through the center of a circle, cuts it in half, so our center needs to be on there somewhere. Okay, what would that be? What formula that we learned earlier this chapter, not really learned, we reviewed it earlier this chapter, would help us out with this. It would be in the middle or the center of that diameter. Midpoint formula, right? So we're going to add our x's, -1 plus 0 over 2, add our y's, -7 plus 0 over 2. We'll have -1/2, comma -7/2, or -0.5, -3.5 if you're a decimal person. Okay, so there's our center. Now we need the radius. Okay, and our radius is going to go from the center to the outside. Probably going to want to use one of our endpoints. Okay, so we're going to use the distance formula again. All those formulas we did in 9-1. Okay, and let's choose our points pretty smart here, guys. Make it easy on ourselves. We're going to use our center, obviously, and let's use 0, 0. Pretty easy stuff. Okay, so we're going to have 0 minus -0.5 squared plus 0 minus -3.5 squared. And if I'm remembering right from class, this should come out as 12.5. Yep. Square root of 12.5. Okay, no need to get that into a decimal, guys. Leave it like that, because how are we going to use this in our formula? It's going to be r squared. So when I have r squared, it's just going to be a regular 12.5. Pretty easy. No need to break that down into a decimal. Okay, so here we go. X plus 1/2 squared. And then we have y plus 3.5, or 7/2 squared equals 12.5. There it is. Okay. Your turn over here with B. Give it a shot. See what you got. Okay, we should be getting a midpoint of 0, -4. And then when we do our distance formula, alright, when we do our distance formula here, let's go with which one? Doesn't really matter. There isn't any one better than the other. Okay, let's go with 4 minus 0, and then -2 minus -4. So that's 4 squared, and then 2 squared. Square root of 20. Again, no need to decimal it, okay, because we're going to square this. Alright, so we're going to have x minus 0 squared, y plus 4 squared equals 20. Okay. Find the center and radius of each circle. This one should be pretty easy for you guys. There's nothing in there, so that's going to be 0, 0. And then this is r squared, so my radius is 4. Okay, we'll have 0, 7 with a radius of 3, 4, 4 with a radius of 5. Alright, this one gets kind of fun. Okay, we're going to rearrange this, put our x's together, plus blank. We're going to be completing some squares. Then we're going to put our y's together, plus blank. Okay, well, we can keep that -5 here for now. Okay, what's going in there? Half of this squared, so -2 squared is 4. Half of this, half of 8, is 4. 4 squared is 16. Okay, so I've added a 4, and I've added 16. So I need to subtract, not add there, Mr. Handke. Minus, minus to balance it out. Minus the 16 to balance out that plus 16, minus that 4 to balance out that plus 4. So I have x minus 2 squared there, y plus 4 squared here. Okay, and this will be -20 minus 4 minus 5 minus 25 equals 0. We're going to add 25 to both sides. And there we go. Center will be 2, -4 with a radius of 5. Alright. Homework's going to be page 610. We're doing 12 through 28 today. Alright, good luck, kids.